everyone, we're back. I know, I'm horrible, but a lot of life has happened, so I brought you all back to where we love with Dream Daddy. So, let's go. Is this the most recent one? Yeah. Chad Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, who have I gone on a date with? Hugo. I've been on a date with Hugo. I've been on a date with Matt. I've been on a date with Robert. Right? I've been on a date with all three of them. I don't think I've been on a date with you two. I might have been on a date with Craig. Anybody? Yeah, it was softball. It was softball. I was on a date with Craig. Yeah, I don't have anything with message. I should have one with you. I haven't been on one with Brian or Joseph. Okay. I guess we'll go this way. And then we'll start looping back to my favorites. Let's message Brian. I don't like Brian. It's okay. Man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian more, but it seems like Dave, Z, and Amanda got along really well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the sake of the kids. Ugh, my hair. Is that in the way? That's gross. Okay. I crack my knuckles and start typing. Just real Chad. Hey Brian, just grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang out soon. I wait a couple minutes until a ding comes from my computer and a message pops up on the screen. It's Brian. Let's see what he has to say. Hey, man. Always love a good burg with a buddy. We definitely should hang out. What do you think about mini golf? Okay. We could bring the girls out and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on, Brian. He signed his name. That's cute. My grandfather signed his name. That's the only person I ever know. Brian, I don't like Brian. No, the only person I know who signed their name was my grandfather. So, yeah, that's interesting. Friendly competition? This is perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid, and I'm proud to say that she's almost better at it than I am. See, here's the thing. Whenever you think you're going to beat somebody at mini golf, you're going to end up losing. Almost. I type back. That sounds great, man. Name the time and place, and we'll be there. Is it just because... Yeah. Hey, Amanda. Hey, would you be up for some mini golf with Brian and Daisy? I love Amanda's little, hey! I'm a little out of practice, and I know my backswing leaves me something to be desired, but I think I could keep it in the negatives. That's not how golf works. Perfect. Come on, kiddo. Let's do this. You ready for this? Arr, matey. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Why are you talking like that? Because this mini golf course is pirate themed? Duh. I need a burp. It's okay. Chad Brad doesn't burp. He's too manly for that. I just now realized that we're indeed standing on top of a giant pirate ship in the middle of putt-putt course. You aren't, though. Oh. Come on, pirate dad. Won't you talk a pirate with me? Ahoy, scurvy. I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with me superior golfing abilities. I mean, doubloon? Huh? Come on, Dad. You told me this was just gonna be some friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, mind, and soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle. It's just mini golf. just a mini golf? It's so much more than that. See, I love the interactions with Brian, but I hate Brian. I kneel down and place a hand on Amanda's shoulder. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it too much, but we have to beat Brian at mini golf. What happened to just having fun? Oh, we will have fun when we beat them. Amanda gives me a side eye, but before I can side her back, I spot Byron and Daisy. I think my problem is that Brian beat me that first time. And I can't deal with losing. I can't. Ahoy there, mateys. Ahoy! Brian walks up with Daisy in tow. It looks like they already rented us some mini golf clubs for our mini golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that? Because then there'd be 8 clubs. All right, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You want to help me plunder it? Oh. Amanda, I don't think this is a real pirate ship. I think it's just to play putt-putt on.
Aww.
Amanda gives Daisy a look. I mean, aye aye, Captain. Daisy winks at Amanda. Oh, look at those two. They're 2 peas in a pod. So excited to get some mini golf in? Oh, you know it. Totally. Fully. You a gambling man? Do I get you if I win? No. Depends on what's on the table. What are you willing to part with? How about the loser buys drinks tonight? All right, but how about we make it a bit more interesting? I'm listening. The loser has to mow the winner's lawn this weekend. Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on? I think you should be a little more concerned with how you're going to maneuver around my hedges. It's highly technical work. Not for the faint of heart. I don't think I'll need to worry about that. I'm very good at mini golf, you know. Oh yeah? Hole in one every time. What I just said is not a true thing, but it already came out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it. I'm looking forward to see. I do that. Chad is me. Chad is me, guys. Chad is me. Like, I fully say shit. Don't mean it. Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. Brian and I shake hands and lock his eyes. It's about to go down. Noises. Oh, shit. Oh, this is not fun. Okay. Okay. No. Oh my gosh. Fuck. Balls. Shit. Fuck. You lost your balls. Okay. This is scary. This is scary. Why would somebody do this? Why is... Fuck. Oh, I'm supposed to hit it against that one. Why does nobody tell me these things? I know, it's A. Oh, I was like, it can't be lower than an A. Hey, what? That's interesting. Amanda pulls me aside while Brian and Daisy start walking to the next hole. Hey, you having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm gonna have a fantastic time destroying Brian underfoot. Just ask because your eye is twitching. No, it's not. I feel my left eye twitch. Amanda raises her eyebrows. We're out here to have fun, remember? It's just a game. You're right, it's just a game. A game with extremely high stakes. A game we're currently winning. Dad! Please, Amanda. Please nail this next hole for me. We need to keep the streak going. If it's really that important to you, sure. Amanda walks over and tees up for a particularly hard windmill hole. Gripping her club, she winds up and launches the ball into the parking lot. She looks me in the eye and does an exaggerated shrug. Oops. I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate her acts of youthful defiance. She walks over and pats me on the back. That was for your own good. Love you, kiddo. Whew. No!
You've lost your ball.
Okay.
Yo-ho-ho and a hole
Okay.
full of ball. Yo-ho-ho and a hole full of ball.
Can I just...
Into
I'm
the brine.
like, I'm not doing that.
Into the brine.
Yes. Okay.
Into the
That was nice. Keep moving. Keep moving. Stop!
your ball.
I like this minigame. This is my favorite minigame so far.
Into the brine.
Where's this going?
Yo-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho.
13 out of 18! It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I'll be fine. My hoodie things are uneven. It's annoying. I try to maintain an air of professionalism because there are children present. But confetti cannons are going off in my brain, and somebody is placing a wreath around inner me with words "best dad" emblazoned on it. Man, that was some good shooting there, Chad. Mini golf is no joke. The secret to mini golf is that you have to be really, really good at it.
Yeah.
Arr, Daisy, did you have a good time? Yo ho ho, I did. We haven't even found the buried treasure yet. I think we would need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two, enjoy your night. Sounds like a plan. Chad, you cool with that? Sure, just don't get yourselves into too much trouble. Can do. I'll make sure we get into a perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Hi, thanks! Thanks for the follow, yes. Can do. I'll make sure we get into a perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Amanda and Dad skip away, yelling about buried treasure. Bless that kid's tiny rebellious heart. Well, guess we should hit the bar now. Yes, let's go drinking. There's actually a tiki bar attached to this place. How about that? Actually, no, alcohol and mini golf sounds fun. Nobody ever goes to mini golf before 5 o'clock, so it's a little interesting, but alcohol and mini golf does sound fun. That sounds like a plan. Brian and I walk into the freaky tiki, a kitschy island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the walls, and several fake parrots are strewn about. Ukulele music plays softly. It's a really fun game. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar. This is my first time playing it. And Hugo and Robert are my favorite. Guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which is a little more bearable since I won. Okay, I just got to get my victory drink and get out of here. I think I already proved my superior dadness for the day. 2 pineapples of hospitality, please. The bartender whips us up 2 rum drinks inside of hollowed out pineapples. Sets them on fire. Set some on fire. We have to blow them out before we can drink them. It just a tiny bit, but it's okay. We'll forgive you. It is a very good game. I hear a lot of really good things about it. Also, drinks on fire? What the? Usually I just like to, I don't know, drink my drinks. If you don't want yours, I'll take it. And miss out on the taste of victory? I don't think so. Take a sip of my pineapple of hospitality. Victory tastes fruity. Let's talk about lawn maintenance. I'm very particular. No electric mowers for me. I hand cut everything with scissors. I also only water the lawn with bottled sparkling water. I just ran out, so you're going to have to import some. Italian is preferred, but I'd settle for Icelandic if that's all you have. It's sweet that you're willing to put all of that work into taking care of your dead grass. What? My grass is perfectly healthy. It's okay, buddy. I know just the trick to perk it back up. I'll work my magic when I'm finished trimming your grass with the tiniest pair of scissors I own. Man, even when he's trying to be helpful, I feel personally attacked. While I sip more of my drink, I notice the TV in the corner. Hey, Extreme Makeover Deck Edition is on. Honestly, adding decks to house really makes or breaks them. Am I a dad? Am I a dad, guys? Is that what this is? I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck. Ugh, I hate this show. Why? It's so clearly fake. Well, yeah, it's reality TV. Who cares? I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job, minimum. So you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode. It can't be that interesting to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Nobody could watch it. That, my dear friend Chad, is where you are wrong. I don't like any of those home improvement shows. I want to watch stuff that's real. Like Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers? I have terrible news for you, Chad. No. No. Not them too. That's the awful truth. Not the ghosts, though. Those are real. Trucks just don't have emergency escape buttons. No. I've been lied to for so long. We both chuckle and sip on our pineapples. So wait, you're a general contractor? Sure am. I actually helped plan the cul-de-sac we live in. I thought I was done saying cul-de-sac. I'm gonna have words with whoever invented the word cul-de-sac. It probably was the French. Do we all believe it's the French? I think it's the French. Wow, nice work. Yeah, kind of took after the footsteps of my old man. He was a general contractor too? The best. He practically built half of this town with his bare hands. It's weird how you spend your whole life trying to not become your father, then you wake up one day and there you are. But I get to work with my hands, and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter, so it's an absolute dream, for me at least. That is a modern-day Schlorf, but not. We don't like him, Gage. Well, that's impressive. Building stuff has always been my weak point. As a dad, I've been okay with that until now. Now I must defeat him. I do have that patio furniture that I haven't put together, still sitting in the garage. Okay. Maybe I should cool with the dad competition. Gotta keep it light. I'm not going to because I want all the dads to fall deeply in love with me. Ask about his daughter. I forgot it did that. Guys, it's been so long, I forgot. Yeah, I am gonna kill Schlorf for real. Schlorf is Gage's D&D character, for everyone curious. So Daisy seems pretty smart for her age. Yeah, she's a genius. She definitely doesn't get it from her old man, though. It's actually a little embarrassing. She beat me at Scrabble constantly. Excuse me. To be fair, Scrabble is really hard. I can barely make good words when I have the whole alphabet in front of me, let alone 7 letters. Brian laughs. See, we can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel an innate need to impress Brian and prove I'm better than him, obviously. That's the only reason, I think. Let's keep it moving. I like your beard. Your beard is nice. It looks healthy. Thanks, I grew it myself. Okay. Hey, you're not allowed to dad joke another dad. Is this how our daughters feel all the time? I'm upset. Hi, upset. I'm dad. No! I mean, you walked right into that one. That's Dad Joke 101. Listen, buddy. I took Dad Joke 101 years ago. I'm in the 400 level classes and well on my way to a degree in fart humor. Wow. Amanda must be so proud. She is not. I look around the room and take in all the kitschy decor. I don't know how to say that word. Looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish tank hanging above Brian, and I gesture to it. Cool fish. It's definitely fake. What? Really? Everything in here is fake. That palm tree over there is a ficus with plastic coconuts glued to it. I look over. He's right. But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger, though. Yep. Yeah, it sure was. Oh, really? Yep. I went on a trip to Hawaii. Maybe a decade ago, we were out to the sea for 3 days catching fish, drinking beer, you know, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on the boat so we could sear the fish right after we caught it, throw a little bit of salt and lemon on there. Oh, man. That is really good food. That is quality. That actually sounds amazing. Well, it was the last day. Everyone had to go to bed already, but I was out there watching the stars. Had my line out too. Then all of a sudden it just starts running. So I jump on the reel before it gets ripped out of the rod rack and start fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour. Can't call out to my shipmates. It's just man against nature. Finally, I'm trying to tuck the guy out. I get him up to the surface and finally get a sight of it. The biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get it into the boat single-handedly. And you know what happens next? What happens next? Damn thing smacks me in the face with its tail, knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on the deck, the fish gone, never felt dumber. So it got away? I think there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to catch that fish. Captain... I don't get that reference. I'm sure Daisy would be supportive. Oh man, fishing's the life. Haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing? Actually, I have a confession to make. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable with him? I can't tell. Is this enemies to lovers? I can't tell him that I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close. I'm a fucking maze. I'm simply the best out there. Okay, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing? Wait, don't answer that. Yes, you do. We're going fishing. No. No. I don't know. Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. I'll bring some beers. We can just sit back, relax, and reel in some trout. Bring the kids with us. Come on. You know you wanna. I sigh. I've been cornered. Yeah, okay. I don't like fishing. Like, I've been on a boat where people have fished and I've eaten the fish they have. I don't personally like fishing. It's very boring. I don't have the patience to just sit there. I have others take care of my needs. I'm too above all that. I'm kidding. Brian gives me an exuberant high five. Yes, maybe we'll see who can catch the most fish so I can get you mowing my lawn. You can try to beat me, but they don't call me Chad good at fishing Brad for nothing. Your last name makes it work. I'm spinning a web of lies, and I fear one day will consume me. Sounds like it'll be a scrap. Brian and I finish our drinks and head outside. Till next time? And also for catching more fish than Brian. You're krilling me with these puns, Chad. Stop! Mull it over. You're gonna come around to the fish-related dad jokes in no time. Brian extends his hand to give me a friendly but firm handshake. I see that competitive fire in his eyes. This is gonna become a whole thing, isn't it? Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home with me. She immediately plops down on the couch and flips on the TV. So, how was your hang with Brian? He wasn't too spicy about his crushing defeat, was he? Nah, spicy? Do you mean salty? No, he was pretty gracious about it, like frustratingly gracious. Yeah, how dare that guy have some decency? Come on, Dad. He seems like a neat dude. I think so. I don't know. The guy loves a good competition. Then again, apparently so do I. What did you and Daisy end up doing? Oh, we hunted for treasure for a bit, but Daisy was really adamant about not digging without a permit. So we just watched some documentary about theoretical physics. I put her to bed and then sat around eating Brian's food. Don't tell him I said that. That's standard babysitting protocol, I believe. I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age. Yeah, Brian says she has a hard time relating to other kids. She kind of reminds me of you at her age. Although she doesn't bite people as much as you did. I can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. Feels good. You gonna hang with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me. Oh. I told him I was an amazing fisherman. You hate fishing. I know. I'm kind of panicking. I'm sure it'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn and sit silently about on a lake for hours on end with no promise of tangible reward and only companion being the fear and doubt of you harbor deep within your heart. If fishing's fun, you'll remind yourself as the world darkens around you and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's reflection or simply just the abyss. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us. It is my constitutional right to outright refuse this order. Daisy's coming too. Well, I bet I could convince Brian to bring his dog. Fine. Sold. I'm in. Same. I would go fishing if there were a cute dog there. All right. I'm bushed. Gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late, okay? You got it, Pops. Date complete. Okay.
You sure know how to make a dad blush.
Thanks, Brian. I want to make my yep. Soft boy. Okay. Oh, hi. Hi, my dude. Hello, Amanda's dad. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. I have nice and smart children who are good at computers. Oh man, great to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still strong. I am strong. Don't I know? Do you know it? How do you know it? Say, I've been reading up about whey protein. Use that at all? I figure it'd help me develop a little bit more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we can't find her on here. You're also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Cool. I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. Coffee time. You know, dads love coffee. Gonna bring myself something black as midnight on the moonless night. I put on a fresh pot and work on a few word jumbles while I wait for it to brew. I would put so much creamer in that coffee if I could have coffee. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gonna tackle this head on. No, are you ready for the thing that we're gonna do today? The thing that you promised you'd do? Honey, I already told you I'm not gonna throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into them, knocking them over, and you don't even read them. Wait, no, that's not what I'm here about. The tea party, Dad. I want to go on a tea party. I remember Rachel and I, freshman year of college, we were like, we're gonna have tea parties every Sunday, and we put it in our like sweet constitution that we do that, and that no bears were allowed. And the head of the RA department was like, "You're hilarious. You need this to be serious, though." I'm like, fine. Craig's kids. That hand-drawn invitation. Amanda walks over to the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation on a sheet of computer paper, inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to a tea party. They spelled cordially wrong. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. I can go outside in sweatpants. Nothing's stopping me. Dad, just... I'll see you in a minute. I'll... Fuck authority. Fuck. I know he should put on going outside pants. But I also vastly believe in fucking authority. What did I say about the pants? I'm a rebel, sweetie. Whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hello. Thank you for coming to our tea party. I love the twins. They look like they're about to, like, murder somebody. I'll do my best and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please. Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his daughter, Carmencita, are here too. Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea?
Hey.
The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. I taste a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. It's Brad. It's Chad Brad, the dad. Did you just wake up? No. Why? Those are inside pants. Amanda laughs. Please have a seat. I sit down between Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair.
Hey, dude.
Why'd he say it like that? Hi, everyone. I turn to see Daisy and Brian enter the backyard and take a seat next to us. Sorry we're late. Daisy made me put on going outside pants. Amanda punches me on the shoulder. See? Oh, so you approve of cargo shorts when they're on Brian, but not when they're on me. Dad, you're embarrassing me at the tea party. This is a high-class affair. But...
Oh.
Shh. It's about to start. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. Now, if you all put on your designated tiaras, there are little tiaras sitting on everyone's plates. Well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet? Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is going to fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty. Please, act like it.
Whoa.
Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on top of his head, but it immediately tumbles off into the bushes. I'll get that later. Hey, everybody. Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. Dad, is the tea ready? Yeah, it's been, steeping for a while now. Awesome. Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No, thank you. We'd much appreciate our servants' help. Craig leans over to me. That's me. Craig places teacups in front of all of us and a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea in my cup. Awfully fluorescent for tea. I clink my teacup with Matt's and take a sip. Good lemonade. It's tea. Right, very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. I know. I've been telling him to stream, but he's okay. He's currently working. Maybe he'll stream when I'm done, so you can hop from mine to his. But I've been yelling at him to stream. So what do we do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendors of upper-class society, Father. She takes a dainty bite of her sandwich cookie. Marvelous. So, the meeting of princesses has been called to order. Hear, hear! But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff. I have, like, a really cool sword. Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be rockstar princess. I'm also space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I changed my mind. I want to be space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess that makes me... History Channel. I'm ruler of all I survey, and what I survey is 10-hour marathons of cupcake storage wars. I don't think I've seen that one. A squad of professional bakers bid on empty storage units, and then they have to bake 1,000 cupcakes using only the ingredients in storage units. Okay. That sounds terrible. Oh, it is. I think I'll be landscaper and general contracting princess. Barista princess reporting for duty. Hey everybody, CrossFit princess here. Not now, servant. If it weren't for the princess uprising, it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a little longer and then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space rockstar warrior princesses, I think. They grow up so fast. It was like yesterday I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties. Did she make you a servant too? You betcha. Listen, it's tea. And that's what we're calling it. And that's what it is, okay? It's just tea. Carmencita made me actually brew tea for hers. Pitfalls of owning a coffee shop. Pitfall, your custom blends are amazing. That hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice.
Hey,
Aw, thanks. It's really nice the girls are getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community. We are too. Amanda's kind of been a role model to them, you know? I hadn't even realized, and I don't even know if Amanda does either. But I guess they're right. All the girls in the neighborhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. I'm so proud of her. Brings a tear to my eye. Okay. You better not cry at this tea party, Chad. Chad, Brad, we are the same person. I brought extra word jumbles if anybody wants to kill some time while the girls play. The day rolls on and the girls all get tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send them the best ones later. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables, then head out as Daisy and Carmencita fall asleep on their dad's shoulders. What the frick? People are having a time out there. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, History Channel princess. You want dinner? Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too. I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way, but also in a kind of a scary way. How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is this because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time? I corrupted her dad. She's secondhand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad they have you as a role model. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I do have dads. Some might say I have daddies. More than one. I have 7? There's 7 of them? I think. His family's a little weird. Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait. How do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A slight smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Gah! Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with the priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. Where's his tattoo? Oh, it's on his arm. It's a forearm. Forearm tattoos are... There's a difference? You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the BBQ. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine, fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. The smiley is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What'd he say? Hi, Chad. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Huh, that wasn't so bad. He uses a lot of exclamation points. He does. Wow. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with the tilde. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond Bach. Bach? I respond Bach. Sounds like fun. Tilde. Chat. Great. Come on by the house as soon as you're ready. We'll be here. Well, guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore? Amanda stares at me, unblinking. She just blinked, actually. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops. And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. I'm gonna be very weird about it. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Chad. Don't be weird, Chad, Brad. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner, during dinner, over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open. A shadowy... If his family wasn't so weird, I feel like this would be a lot better for Chad, Brad. A shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Chad? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey. Hey, Chris? Hi again, I'm Chad. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus. Chris blinked slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad... Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph peeks his head around the corner. Chad, you made it. Joseph approaches with his arms wide. Don't do that. Don't make that noise in my ears. I'm so glad you can come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in. Joseph leads me to a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming. I believe you've met... I was right! Chris, who left you outside. Chris. Chris? Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's alright. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests. Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Ah, and here are the twins, Christian, Christy. Say hello to Chad. Hello, Father. Hello, Chad. Kids, come on. Dial it back on with a creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick? Hey, come on. Can you two say, come play with us, Danny? Oh, no. The twins stare up in blinky unison. Come play with us, Danny. Joseph covers his mouth and looks away, but he's clearly holding back a big laugh. This is it. This is my Dad World Series. Okay, now say, please help us, Mothra. Please help us, Mothra. No, I can't take it. Joseph is trying his best not to break in front of his kids. The twins seem to be catching on and look eager to bust their dad. But can we keep it up? Creepy, obscure, creepy, obscure, creepy, obscure, creepy or obscure. Help. Now say, they all float down here. They all float down here, Father. Joseph can't take it anymore. Despite his quiet protestations, he's laughing pretty hard into his hand, and the kids giggle with him. The twins, obviously pleased with a new arsenal of spooky weapons, leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work here is done. Yes. I'm going to be hearing those lines for weeks. Next time we hang out, I'll try to teach them some lines from The Thing. Oh. Alright, so it looks like we've got a bit of troublemaker on our hands. You can trouble a career pro? Wait, what? I don't know about... I'm suddenly interrupted by a loud cry. What'd you say? Because it sounded like Ronald McDonald, but that's not what you said. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy! No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay there. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative way to kill themselves. He's got 4. Talk about worry. He wears it like a champ, though. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Examine the bookshelf. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas on the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of the Antarctic, And on and on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure, unless this is a Mary thing, who knows. Next to him is a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, Bible for Teens. He's a cool youth minister, after all. On a higher shelf, there's a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson's Sex Detective. Get me that book to read right now, please. The 8th installment in... Wait, this is a series? Somebody find these books. Somebody give me these books. 8 installments? Coffee table. There's a couple cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unified design aesthetic. Smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. It looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. Hey, sex. Examine the floor. Well, you have many kids, and things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have both arms pulled off several times. It's been stitched back together a lot. The tag says C+C, of course. I set that down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive. Something casually tossed on the floor. If there's a story here, it's none of my business. It's been a while. I guess I should go in the kitchen and see what's up.
Oh.
I walk into the kitchen to find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian? He ran off. Christy dips the spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet. You're too sweet. No, I'm not. She's really not. She's really not. You're so sweet, maybe I have to water you down with spiders? No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand between laughing and squirming. I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. Batman is a professional child wrangler. Yep, got a firm grip. Anyway, Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders. Spoondule the Spider King. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her foul beast. Okay, Chad the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight, or are you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King, now on guard. For a minute or so, just in my mock duel with the two dumbest looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow in the invisible heart between his arm and his body, and Joseph recoils in horror.
Oh.
Last, I am defeated. You can never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic... Oh man, that is way too sweet. Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my legs before making a surprisingly fast exit. Hey, wait, do you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony. Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Before Joseph can finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Ahead.
Yeah.
Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting. And that is still way... Stop tasting it! It's not gonna change! So what made that crash? Egg beaters on linoleum floor.
Oh.
It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking at into the batter. It's got a sticky sheen of sugar, chocolate candies throughout, and I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it. We need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter. So we'll probably be fine. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. All right, Chad, you've baked a cake from box before once. How hard could this be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me? Who's that? Am I crazy? Joseph and I set to work, cracking the eggs and mixing the things, and then pouring the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies.
Yeah.
Whew. Wait. Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Chad, way to use those dad skills. I bet you baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph,
Oh.
all we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done.
Oh.
Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still.
Oh.
What? Thumb in position. And got it.
Yeah.
Joseph's eyes go wide as gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? No. Stop making the noises. I just don't want the noises. Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes, we should do that, Chad. Joseph quickly composes himself. All right, she can't be far. You take the delta position and I'll watch her 6. Do you even know what that means?
Yeah.
Alpha Tango Sparkle. Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car.
Right.
Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing. Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be value pack. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies. Okay, let's set it up. I want to see Mom. She's down by the row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom. Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with.
Yeah.
While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all our bake sale goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually?
Oh.
Joseph shrugs. He's a brownie. It looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, like little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine? I gesture to it. How are we supposed to compete with that?
Oh.
Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo. Need to burp.
Oh.
There's actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Holy. We high five. If you bake it, they will come.
Hey.
It's not long before we have our first customers. Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita. Great to see you guys out here. Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked good. I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you guys use for these brownies? Don't say you used the box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. Let me tell you a story, Matt. The way they made brownies in the old country? Yeah. That was all thanks to Grandma Brad. Travelers from far and wide would make the pilgrimage to her sleepy little town simply to be amazed by her masterful use of chocolate. All that knowledge, all that experience, it was passed on to me. Sure. Joseph leans over again to me. Lying is literally one of the 10 things we try not to do. There's a lot more things that you're not supposed to do than lie. All right. We take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away. See, now that's so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another family face pops up. Chad! It's Brian. Close enough. Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. So we'll put you down for 10? Better make it just 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy.
Oh.
Coming right up. You excited for a youth group movie tonight, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie?
Oh.
It's a surprise. Stop moaning in my ear, Joseph. Joseph leans over to me. It's the Fast and the Furious. What? Really?
Hey.
If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Maybe we watched different movies. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly, it's the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. I don't prefer edges. I prefer middle. When I had brownies, I preferred middle. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. Why are you painting your church pews? Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted. Oh, okay. His rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for young man in the sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in minstrel terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work. It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but... Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock, you know, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville.
Oh.
One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We'll make a couple more sales to come to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy, Craig. Craig! He's going to be hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're going to sell them on brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig. Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. Hey, Craig. When we were freshmen, remember how our next door neighbors pranked us by switching out our laundry detergent with dish soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce in the mix, and then we watched them cry after eating it. I would feel bad, but we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more, for old time's sake. Craig thinks for a second. Well, the girls just want a game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us. Even River? I'll eat hers. You got yourself a deal! The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Boxed mix, huh?
Come on.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is... Actually, they're just brownies. Cute. And boring. And safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Chad to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types. Don't you think, Chad?
Oh.
Mary.
Come on.
Let the kid answer the question. They seem nice. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep us cool. Can we please talk about this later?
Oh my god.
Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash.
Hey.
Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself. Thanks. Now give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think the church is going to fix itself? Mary. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. You've missed a lot, Rachel. You have missed a lot. I'm really sorry about that. She really likes pushing your buttons, huh? Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off in the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Hey.
I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you up then.
Oh.
Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also, happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really. I know, but first, hang out. Domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make it up to you. Next time, it won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. I smile. I like that. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye! Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, Brownie. Save it for later. Amanda can have it. I pocket the brownie. This might come in handy down the road. I step inside and find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, father unit. Hi, child I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really? No. How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think it really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one? Or I think for a moment and realized that I still have the brownie that Joseph gave me. This would probably do better in someone else's stomach than mine. Heads up. Wait. I hurl the brownie towards Amanda. It hits the wall behind her and falls on the ground. No! Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me. Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Everyone eat a lot of broccoli. You know, you're right. That is exactly what it's giving.
That was a great date.
I don't like this man's voice. And I don't think that's my fault.
You've got dads.
Matt? Hey Chad, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly. That was funny. That was hilarious. That got a chuckle. Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker? I hardly know her. There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt. I'm a dad. Contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games and I figured I should send you an invite your way. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Lose that money. Matt invited me to poker night at Joseph's house. Interesting house to play poker in. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, I should have brought something. Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. Where's the man of my dreams? Why are neither of them here? We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Chad, glad you could make it. Oh, Robert's here? Okay. So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark, sorry. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? I'm still terrible at poker. My tell is sustaining childlike giggle. There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my tithing. I give back to the community.
Nice.
Plus, I'm happy to sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? Not Craig. Hey, my chia seeds and granola energy balls are just as delicious. No, they aren't. Everybody laughs. Let's just get the game going. We all take a seat at a table, and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds go by easily. I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just get a feeling for everybody's tell. Like, Matt will scratch his ear. Hey. Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Now, wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce the whole room when you're having a good hand. Yeah. Yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah. What are you, a drug dealer now? Yeah, what do you need? Horse? Speed? Tijuana Johnny's? I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer that's maybe 2 hours in a favor called. Maybe I won't need you today, but maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but someday. Oh, I don't really, I think I'm good. Right. But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I dropped my phone in the toilet, and this is a backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket? I don't know, but they're very good. I think there might be cheese in them? Oof, I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Brian and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her birthday, and she's just so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change his diaper. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night, I walked in on her, and she had to try to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked, but then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need to do any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just get back to poker and pooper and not talk about poop? Nice. Matt deals another hand, and we quickly forget about the poop. Poop! We run out of pigs in the blanket, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at a coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys. I can see it now. Pierce the kale chips. That was good. Pierce the Veil. Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. We all look at Matt confused. It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses. How's the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate. If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know. That's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned out too badly by coffee shops before. Literally not figuratively. Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all his chips and taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us, and Brian deals us all cards. Now, what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. I was saving it for when River turned 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral. Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, bride guy. Are you guys sure you wanna? You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So I know that you might be thinking, Robert put his old workhorse up for grabs. His only mode of transportation. At times in his life, his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, and cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps. But it didn't last long, though. I lost everything in a game of Pai Go in the back room of the Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Zaizu Park and had to make my life from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear, loved deeper than I ever had, and lost it all more times than over. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting. Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table. Why are you carrying that around in your leather jacket? Do you just bring it to every poker night? All I have, all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance? Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually slips his whiskey again. I fold. Everyone erupts. Fine, fine, the whiskey's yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys? Next week. You got it. Hey! I'll be there. Sure thing. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in the cold sweat thinking about it tonight. Keep working on that poker face, Chad. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, I haven't talked to Damien yet. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, this guy is writing a novel. I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Chad. I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. I would be kindly flattered to enjoy your company at my residence for an afternoon tea and stroll around my garden. Should it please you, till then, adieu. Yours humbled, Damien Bloodmarch. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several to more times. Hey, Amanda? Can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. Ugh, gross. No, can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying lol and lamau and whatever and decided that what we needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill, Dad? How will we address the noblemen in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or, so you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like, the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though. Great, so what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over to me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Chad. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. I forgot how dark your house is. How is there not like a... What is it called? Homeowners Association? HOA? HOA? I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms over the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil paintings of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Guys, it's the dog. Did I do it for you? Okay. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all these people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Chad, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. That's, what's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And open. For me. And then the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. No, thank you. I'd rather not. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason. Oh. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. They're cool skulls. Okay, I'm gonna defend Damien right now. Those are cool looking skulls. Like this one, I'd have that one too. Cool looking skulls. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Do they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. This is where you hang up your butterflies! Sunlight streams in from the floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. You already have. Fun fact. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughter on his back. Damn. He just sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn. Did you know that Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Pick up a book. You know, Chad, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the warm cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read out loud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sakuge had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
What?
Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. Yeah, Please, will you join me for some tea? I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out on a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high back chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What? It's a common misconception that high tea refers to what's wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact that high refers to both the later time of that day and the working class had to enjoy tea in the height of the tables on which they were served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Your home is really impressive. It seems like you put a lot of work into this place. Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Well, I can get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look what you've done. I'm kind of jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff?
How delightful.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious. Of course. But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and I try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals. Would be admittably horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Chad, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing, and quite honestly, rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Man's hitting on me. Quick, sound sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Soap is an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say that the people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. Tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for the rashes, which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals. We finished our tea. We finished our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Give me this backyard, please. Damien takes me around the back of his home where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through the butterflies, flit lazily through the air. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public. So lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, so as even the style of which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous, bright orange flower off a vine. Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? Thou art the tightest. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangements is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Honeysuckle. They smell really good. And then you can eat the tiny little drops of nectar when you pull the stem out. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. Actually, somebody has given me a bouquet before. Sorry, all you admirers? Got beaten to the chase with that one. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly a phone rings. Oh, Chad, will you please me? I must take this. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I always tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle.
Fix that guard.
Okay, nope, this one. Nope, okay. Oh, definitely not. What the fuck? That's the only thing that makes sense! How does this work? Oh, there.
Goal.
I didn't realize I could flip it. Whew, that was a close one. Oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Chad, my sincerest apologies to have to keep you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must to attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but I need solution. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teachers need me to come to the school post-haste. Do you need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us deads gotta stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. I get to go to school with Hugo. Anyway, I was so worried I'd not get to see you this episode. Like, my heart was just so sad. Damien and I walk to the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo.
I don't know.
Hey, Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo. What is it this time? This, Damien, you have to see it to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridor to the school. We pass by several classes in session. I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of the creepy basements. We find another teacher in the boiler room, tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me. The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was trying to build a brick wall around you and see and see what would happen. That's so fucking funny. You're stupid. Why would you do that? Was he conscious? You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa. Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to cask of Amontillado, Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So, wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad? It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cost of Amontillado. It took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? Ooh, that's so funny. It's so funny. Okay, anyway. I read the first 5 pages and then I read a review of the movie.
What?
It's only 5 pages long. There is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. All right, I'm filling this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. but I care about you, and I want to see that, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too.
Huh.
Maybe you can spend the next week looking for a summer job. I don't know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping this cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucy continues staring out the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot of things we need to work out. It's alright, and all things considered, Lucian's brick lane was pretty good, so there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him. I don't know yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. See you around soon? It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo! What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen bicker back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their head touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honestly, the outhouse is only 20 years away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go up to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to. He lured Ernest down to the cellar with promise of a fine vintage, then tried to brick him up in the wall, right? How'd you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucian live streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company and a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too.
I'm sensing a romance between us.
You would...
Chemical romance. What? That's a band?
That made my day. We're gonna do the group date, and then
You've got dads.
we'll do the group date, and then Craig, stop group dating me. I want to hang out with Hugo. What? Hey, dude, I've got the runs. Oh, I got just the thing. I've heard of. I'll head to the store and grab you a really chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Oh, it's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, why are we talking about this? But by I've got the runs, I meant I feel like running. Want to come to the gym with me? Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man. It'll be fun. You know what? Sure. When are we doing this? There's 30 more minutes left in this meat hell marathon. I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Okay. At least let me see if Betty gets away from the wolves in time to get her suppressata wrapped cheesecake out of the oven. The gym has just installed these new virtual jogging treadmills. We'll feel like we're running outdoors. You can see other runners on your screen too. Let's try it out together. Other runners? Will I be able to keep up? Don't worry, we're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right here with you. Just get a rhythm, keep going with your heart rate up, and don't overexert yourself. You'll do great.
Run that dad.
Am I just supposed to be pressing this?
Hey.
What was that? I'm just pressing buttons. I think it's working.
Bro.
Is this just runner's high? Is this the symbolism behind runner's high? This is such an entertaining thing.
Bro.
Who have I passed? Joseph? Matt. No, Matt's past us. I don't think I'm doing well. I don't think this is what's supposed to be happening. Yeah.
Hey.
This is so weird. I don't know if I enjoy this. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? This is so weird. How's everyone's night going? Do we know any of these people? I know Matt. I know Joseph. Jory? Have we met Jory? Eric? Ryan? I don't know who those people are. Yeah. Way to go. What was that? Wasn't a date. That was
Welcome.
weird.
You've got dads.
Okay. Cool. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna end this here. It's a little less than an hour, but I mean 2 hours, but it's fine. I'm apologetic that I have not been on in the past like week or two. Life got really hectic very quickly, and I needed to deal with a lot of things. So here we are. I'm gonna try to stream as much as possible. I was doing really good for a while, and then I wasn't. I'm gonna also start getting on videos again. Again, life just happened and I stopped editing. But thank you all so much for coming back, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye!